From hotspots and hidden gems to lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. Hello and welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin and we are rolling out another 30 minutes of all things SoCal. And we are leaving no detail unturned. It's LA revealed the unscripted way. Oh, this is so charming. Oh my God, from the beams on the ceiling to the black and white checkered floor.
So we actually had a local woman design this wallpaper. We're at Donna's. We're a new restaurant in Echo Park, in Los Angeles. We want you to feel like you're kind of, I want to say your grandma, like your grandma when she was young and cool. We want you to come into her house and, she's gonna be cooking a lot of food for you. She's probably gonna pour a little more wine than you should be drinking. We want you to feel at home.
This is probably brand new because you guys have only been open a few months, but it feels like this has been here 20, 30 years.
Well, that's the best compliment you could give.
Really?
Yeah. We are known for Italian classic. I love eating Italian. My business partner is very Italian. We've always loved eating. We call it red sauce joints or red checker tablecloth places, and it's just kind of always been these places that for him and I are just the most comfortable, the place where we can really kind of let loose and, kind of let our guard down and eat food that's just familiar, satisfying, delicious.
When you sit in a booth, each single booth has like a little painting right here, which I think is so cute. Everything about it feels so authentic. I love it.
It's a lot of the stuff that you're gonna be, all the food should be familiar, but then when you have it, you're gonna go, oh, I've never had something quite like that.
Wait, what is that?
This is the garlic bread, just one little piece.
I thought this was the dessert. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh, that is so good. What is that? These are the meatballs you were talking about.
These are the meatballs. Okay. You're still there? The insider move is dip that garlic bread in this.
Oh my God, you're right. What was I thinking? I'm coming back here tomorrow. Here's the hardest part about this restaurant is leaving one dish to go to the next. That's how good it is. I'm just telling you right now. This is so good. Okay, first of all, I have not stopped eating. Second of all, this food was so good. We wouldn't even plan to interview the chef, but we actually pulled him out of the back because this is so ridiculously good. So you're Cambodian and you just cooked the best Italian meal I've ever had in my life. How did you learn how to cook Italian food?
I had a lot of great mentors in the past. Most of my Italian cooking came from Felix in Venice under Evan Funke. Learned a lot as well, of flavors and techniques from Dave Barron and Pajoli. But everything we do here is just cooking with love.
Why did you decide to become a chef?
I like working with my hands. I like being creative. I also like the idea of bringing people together through food. It doesn't matter what language you speak or what your background is. When you have a great plate of meatballs or pasta, that's a universal language.
What is that on the top? What is that? Is that cheese?
Salted Amaro cognac.
Salted Amaro what?
Salted Amaro cognac cream.
Did you guys put him under contract? I'd lock him down. Don't let him go anywhere.
We love Echo Park. I mean, Sunset Boulevard, you can't get anything more Los Angeles than that. Right by Dodger Stadium, there's so much of kind of authentic LA in this neighborhood. And we've only been open 2 months. It's so gratifying to see people excited about what we're offering. We're really excited to show people the food that we have, and people are responding really well.
I might just take a little night-night now. Oh, fall. That's what I love about this restaurant. You can lay down when you're done. This is so good. Thank you so much. Night-night. Oh my God, I'm full and happy. She's cool, she's bold, and she's taking you places you don't always get to see. Check out where Olivia in LA is today. When you walk through these doors, it's like you're in a completely different world.
So these boots came from Seneca Falls in upstate New York. They were in an old abandoned diner. They're probably, I would say, early 1930s. They were brought over here and we fit them here. There's actually one extra piece that didn't fit quite with it, but it fit perfectly here. The Wolves is a concept that we opened in 2018. We were open for a year and a half before the pandemic hit, but it's a concept of all movie makers. It's a crew that's put together this idea and started with an old internet cafe. We brought in pieces from around the world to make our vision of a beautiful bar, something to compete with high elevated cocktails and amazing food. We're big fans of the movie Gangs of New York, and that movie takes place in the 1800s. There was names like the Bloodhounds, the Wolves, so we decided to take that. The minute you walk into those doors, you're walking through doors that were made in 1890 that came from Argentina. Originally 12 feet long, we cut them to fit them in here. You step in here and you feel like you're in a whole different world. Kind of like the movie Midnight in Paris. Travels back in time, he's right in here.
Up here is a different vibe. This feels more like a home.
Yes.
Tell me about up here.
So this space up here we do for private events, bar takeovers from around the world. They come here, we invite bars from Hawaii, Bangkok, wherever it is, and we do an exchange. They come here and they bring their cocktail menu and they expose it to our customers.
Yeah. What are we gonna make?
So we're gonna make these skin deep.
Skin deep. Sounds sketchy.
We do a salmon skin infused gin
Okay.
with a little bit of olive juice to kind of give it that dirty martini kind of feel, vermouth, and then black garlic infused vodka and a little absinthe.
A little fun fact about you guys, you reached out to us. Why did you think you were the perfect fit for LAU?
I mean, we're a big fan of LA Unscripted, and we were like, wow, we would fit totally with that format.
Yeah.
That's why we're like, we have to have it.
And we're here.
It has a little French touch to it, and we wanted a food that is really high quality ingredients, something that people can actually find, something rich with our cocktails, something very light, something a little bit vegan, vegetarian. We can accommodate everybody, okay? So it's just different.
When you walk in here and make it really feel you like you're transporting into somewhere else. Out there is a crazy world, so when you come in here, we want to take you in a time travel.
You literally can't watch this show and not walk away smarter about all the things SoCal has to offer. It's our job to keep you in the know.
Gotta have this and this and this. Oh, gotta get all my products, guys.
The Wellest is, I like to say it's a modern mercantile and a conscious concept store. I do have a variety of products: clean skincare, beauty, bath and body, fair trade, brands, clothing, accessories, and don't forget the non-alcoholic beverages. About 8 years ago, I started experiencing a number of issues with my skin, with my health. Specifically, I was having inflammation and pain from some of the traditional skincare products that I was using. And I was also taking a 22-week program on the conservation and taxonomy of animals and plants. It was also very enlightening at that moment to learn about all of the ingredients that were in some of our skincare products, our foods, even our home cleaning products. I came up with the idea of the Wellest to create the store that I wanted to shop in. This is where I have my clean skincare, beauty, bath and body, and some of the products are obviously non-toxic.
The flow of the store, I love it. It's so quaint and so cute. I feel like you've got beach vibes in here, right?
The one thing about the store that I really wanted to make sure of was that it was a community space.
Brady, I also love that you actually have a bar in here so people can sit and sip at the same time.
That was the hope with the community space, was to get people to come in and taste it and then, learn a bit about the beverages. For instance, De Soie is one of the brands that is a hit here, created by Katy Perry.
I was gonna say, she looks familiar.
Yeah. We also have the non-alcoholic spirits, so gin alternatives, mezcal, tequila alternatives, whiskey, and just a variety of options.
And what I love is that you can come in here and shop with a purpose and with intention, and it's all giving back to the environment.
That's what I hope.
How good does it feel that you've opened up this store right here in the neighborhood you grew up?
It feels amazing. It really is a dream come true. I had been in the entertainment industry for many years, went back to college to UCLA, and then went into marketing and tourism and a number of other, loves, passions. But I had always wanted to open up my own business and bring it back to Long Beach and share with the community.
And there's much more ahead. New hotspots and hidden gems when LA Unscripted returns. Welcome back to LA Unscripted and some very happening things we've uncovered just for you.
It's nostalgic. As someone who's very into like the vintage world, clothing, furniture, that sort of stuff, I think it just plays into nostalgia and what you remember, like fond times as a kid, as a teenager.
Oh, these are cute, and I love that it says California.
So Valley Heat is a unisex brand. A lot of it is summer focused. So casual corduroy shorts, printed swim trunks. These here are the Burbank.
Yep, these scream Burbank, 100%.
Which were our first swim trunks that we made. The idea came about in 2020, July. We're all pretty enthusiastic about being in the ocean, swimming, surfing, all that sort of stuff. So we've been collecting a lot of vintage swim trunks. So we wanted to sort of recreate stuff that we grew up with in the late 80s, early 90s, and reintroduce that to a new generation, but with good materials made here in LA. All our fabrics are hand-sourced. They're all dead stock fabrics.
So what does dead stock mean?
Dead stock means fabric that already exists. It may be from 20, 30 years ago, but it just sat in a roll and never got used.
And that makes it so sustainable too.
Exactly.
Which is great for our planet.
Yes.
And also these are great for our planet because look how cute they are.
I think we're a really good representation of LA. We make everything here. It's all fun and playful. We have the perfect climate for our brand here. Once you see and hold the fabric, the shorts, the product, it's hard to be disappointed.
Look at these.
Yeah.
These Valley Heat shorts, these are so cool. All right, so the names are really cool.
These here are the Royal Blue, and they are Van Nuys. Simi Valley, these are like a lavender, very soft corduroy.
Those are very Simi Valley for
Yes.
sure. Love with the pink.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what are these called?
They are the Silmar. We'd go through and sort of pick little neighborhoods that exist within the valley. If you read the website, you'll see that each one has like a story and a name. It's very goofy and playful. So Valley Heat, it's designed to be vintage. So what we hope is that in like 40 years, when you're at a thrift store, you might find a pair.
All right, Jacob, I'm in the Simi Valley, which is probably my new fave. But it's not just me that's gonna be looking this good. Our Unscripted viewers are too, thanks to you. Do you have something special for them?
Yes, so for all the Unscripted viewers, we're offering 20% off with the code Unscripted.
So now you guys will look fire in Valley Heat too.
Valley Heat!
Pretty cool, right? Okay, don't go anywhere or you'll miss our next LA Unscripted hotspot. Welcome back to LA LA Unscripted, and guess what we're exploring right now?
The goal when I opened this store was to like have a safe space for people to shop. Hey, I'm Stoney Michelle Love, CEO, founder, and creator of Stuzo Clothing, and I'm here revealing my amazing story. Stuzo, you know, it is a gender-free brand. We wanted to call it gender-free because we feel like, you know, we're free to be any gender or non that we want to be, to represent your inner identity, you know, on the outside. It's been so segregated in stores. You know, you go in, there's the women's section, the men's section, the kids section. As we have more knowledge and words to identify ourselves as like non-binary, different pronouns, they, them, and, you know, not just he and she. So now that expands the sections, right? I wanted to just go and shop. I wanted to mix and match. Maybe I wanted to take something from the women's and the men's and put it together, you know? I felt isolated. I felt like, you know, I didn't belong, and like, where can I shop? I'll say this, when I had my first ever design, Yep, Still Gay. I was finishing up in school, my second degree. I knew who I was at that moment of being a queer person. And, you know, a lot of people that were being caught up as to who I am were like, oh, you know, this is new for them. So they would ask me like, oh, are you still gay? And I'm like, yep, still gay. And it's like, bing. So it went off, and like from there I was like, oh, let me sketch that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else in this world that understands and would resonate. It's interesting to say, like, you know, clothes can actually affect you in these ways, but it can. You know, you're free to be who you are and to let that inside show on the outside, you know? People have like Googled, you know, gender, you know, neutral or gender-free stores, and they're like, oh, and you popped up, and I was like, what? There's actually a store for that? And they came and they made it. It always touches my heart and semi-blows my mind when it's on their itinerary. I want to see Stuzo flourish and around the world, and for people to be able to know the crown for sure, like, ah, that's a Stuzo piece. Affect real change, you know, and how we look at each other through fashion.
Think that's all we have? Come on now, California is massive, and we won't stop till we've covered it all.
I love that they call this the First Lady of Santa Monica. Well, I'll tell you what, she sure is pretty.
Alan Reese, I'm maitre d' here at the Georgian Hotel. The Georgian Hotel, quite iconic. This is a hotel that was actually constructed in 1931, utilizing Art Deco. It really stands out. This is the 90th year of the hotel. And so this hotel itself, it attracted a lot of politicians, movie stars, a few mobsters. It's true. You know, they all like to hang out in the same places.
Can you show me around a little bit? Because I'm already in love with the color, the textures,
Absolutely.
everything. All right, let's go.
Here we have reception. We actually have 84 rooms in total.
Wow.
Of which 28 of those are suites.
You guys have the beautiful bar space in the dining room, but then you have a gallery, I hear.
We have an art gallery, yes we do. So we have artists come in on a rotational basis. Our first artist was Sharon Stone, and so just downstairs where we just came up, that one painting over the couch, that was actually hers that she left behind. So everything's been very highly curated from the design team, from the ownership, because as I said, they've actually developed a lot of different hotels, but this is their baby right here. The building was acquired by Boulevard Hospitality, which is John Blanchard, Nico Rusconi. They acquired the building in 2020 and then slowly started the renovation, and now we're fully open. So once you walk into the hotel, you do have the terrace outside, which is, for many, many years, people have been dining out there. Very popular for brunch. But here in this upper restaurant, which we just call the Georgian restaurant, is, like I said, pastas, fish dishes, obviously. I mean, fantastic desserts.
I love sitting down for really good food with the chef.
Always an extra perk. So We're actually kind of launching our all-day brunch menu 7 days a week here at the Georgian Hotel. So we're doing a French toast souffle made with croissants, a evergreen omelet that kind of is just gorgeous and healthy and just exactly what you want to eat. The barbacoa breakfast burrito. So it's a burrito topped with a chili mole sauce, and then a bunch of fresh herbs and radishes and cotija cheese on the top.
Holy moly. That's a burrito.
And then we have something a little bit more for lunch, which is a beautiful burrata from Italy that we import directly.
Chef, food like this, people aren't going to want to leave.
Well, that's our intention, and that's why we have 84 rooms above us.
And that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and thanks to the Bamboo Club in Long Beach for the chill spot to host our show. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next time. Mwah.